All right, yeah, so I tried it, and the fact is, I am shooting better. I guess the question is, do we need to do this after every single hotfix and after every single update? That's tough.
It's AllCity. Load up that clip.
Hey, what's good, y'all? I'm AllCity. As always, appreciate you guys tuning in. Man, is there a lot to talk about in today's video? Firstly, let's talk about shooting. Get that out the way because I know a lot of you guys be interested in everything regards to shooting. And this is mainly for you guys that are new to 2K and the 2K way. As 2K players, we make so many concessions to play this game. And one of those concessions is having to reset your jump shot after updates. So you go and check your animations to make sure that you have the correct jump shot equipped. The joint tells you, yeah, you have the correct jump shot, the one that you created, the custom jump shot. But for some reason, when you're playing in an online game, you can no longer gauge the animation cue. You can't time your jump shot. And I already know how you guys felt. You ask 9 out of 10 2K players, they say they know the timing on their jump shot. But one thing 2K doesn't tell you and probably will never tell you is you have to delete the joint, remake your jump shot, and then re-equip it. Now for me, I went back to an OG jump shot. I changed my jump shot completely. I was using Patty Mills. But there's something fishy going on with the Patty Mills jump shot, at least for me, in my experience. The Patty Mills base, for me, seems to be hella inconsistent, whether I'm running the point guard position or I'm running the 2 guard. It's like it doesn't match up with all the load ups and getting passes from players with different levels of dimer, or shooting from lethal zones to hot zones to no zones. The fluctuation in timing, it really just messes Patty up. That's been my continued experience. I don't know about you guys with Patty Mills, but I changed my jump shot altogether. And I went back to an OG jump shot that I was using once before, the Cam Thomas base. Got back on the game and I was shooting better than I had been shooting maybe in 2 months. There's something different about your experience on 2K when you're able to hit jump shots. Not only that, but know you're gonna hit that jump shot when you take your jump shot. Like, you know it's green. Now I keep stressing this to you guys mainly because a lot of you guys, you probably could shoot better if you just had the correct jump shot that matches your preferred timing. That's mainly why I keep recommending NBA 2K Lab to y'all. You could literally have your controller plugged into your computer while you're on NBA 2K Lab's premium jump shot recommender. If you have 2 screens, you can have NBA 2K Lab on one screen and you could also have NBA 2K on another screen. Your controller will be plugged in via Bluetooth for your PlayStation and plugged in via USB for your computer. Go into your MyCourt, take 10 shots, and do your best to green them. NBA 2K Lab takes that information from those 10 shots and they'll average out the timing and then recommend you a jump shot based on that preferred timing, the timing that you think should be green. Even now, I still go back to NBA 2K Lab. I just did it for this new jump shot that I equipped. I highly recommend you guys check it out if you want to shoot better on NBA 2K25. If you do sign up for NBA 2K Lab Premium, use promo code AllCity, and you can save yourself 20%. Moving on into the next segment. Apparently, NBA 2K is refunding all 2K players. It looks like Gravity Ball just didn't hit like 2K expected. They marketed this new game mode as like a DLC for 2K25. It was supposed to be a whole separate game mode in a whole different area in the city with additional options to make more purchases for that particular game mode. But it looks like 2K is counting it as a L. They already made the game mode free and apparently they're handing out refunds. I would like to reference this post from JMG. He says they are actually refunding all people who bought Gravity Ball according to Evan. He said it during a Twitch stream. W for them doing that. This is the first time I'm hearing about refunds, so if any of you guys can confirm that as well, sound off in the comment section below if you heard Evan say he is handing out refunds for people who purchase Gravity Ball. Moving on into the next segment. Apparently there's beef between some prominent members within the 2K community. I was going through my X feed and I came across this post. Josh sent out this post saying, we used to watch These Are the God do the most complex dribble combos. Now we watching Black Cobra do jab steps and shoot contested mid-ranges with a crying face emoji. What has this game come to? I don't know if it's a cultural thing, but I think some people don't understand when they're like taking shots at folks. Or maybe this shot was intentional. I know when you're in a position like I am where you're delivering information about the game, you got to be cautious when you're name dropping out there. While trying to explain that the dribble system for NBA 2K25 is hella dumbed down from what it once was when we used to watch These Are the God go crazy out there, Ja throws Black Cobra right under the bus and then hits reverse. But it looks like poor boy Sin is having none of it. He responds saying, and you've done none in this. Stop acting like a B weirdo. You report on the community, but you've never been a hooper, lame. Ooh, I think it's only right. You go ahead and throw somebody else's name under the bus folks, they finna come at you, especially when you try to talk about somebody who's been doing his own thing in his own corner of the world. Black Cobra don't bother nobody. But Ja, in his own words, he's probably one of the most blocked members of the 2K community. And it mainly probably has to do with sending out posts like this. All right, moving on into the next segment. Apparently, the meta for point guards has changed and it's evolving. Players are more commonly doing their best to get used to dribbling with taller point guards. We started with 5'9s, it evolved into 6'2s, transitioned to 6'4s, and currently players are pushing the limits trying to ISO with 6'6 point guards. And this is mainly because 2K players have recently gotten their hands on some new dribble styles, SGA dribble style in particular. Some players think it's good enough to use in an ISO situation, while others not so much. I would like to reference this post from Joe Knows to the 2K community asking, can you ISO with a 6'6 point guard? Joe says, with the new 6'6", is it possible to ISO and run 5 out in comp pro-am on a bigger build? And he's saying, not talking about playing ranked or random, whoever matches up in 5s. I'm talking about the top teams and locks. Talk to me. And before you guards out there start flooding the comment section talking about, yeah, I ISO all the time with a 6'6 point guard. Like Joe said, we're not talking about going into random rec and ISOing or even the rec game mode and ISOing. Talking about playing against the top of the top locks, those bumpy locks. Playing against defenders that are made to stop the fastest players and the best dribblers. Do you think your 6'6 ISO guard will be able to hold up against those locks? Now, I went through this whole post, reviewing all the comments and responses from the 2K community, and it seems like the consensus, at least at the time of reading it, was very similar to this response from Dirty Joe. Answering Joe Knows, he says, no, you can't go out there with a 6'6 and play against the top of the top locks. He said, I use SGA dribble style, and even on a 6'4", it's not great for ISO. Kawhi behind the back is basically Trae Young behind the back. The bigger players, not really it for ISO. The 6 just aren't great. Joe Knows responds, damn. 2K players are really trying their hardest to create diversity. They want some type of different play styles out there. But it seems like the limitations in 2K25's dribble animations are limiting players from trying out different type of play styles. Ideally, the 2K community will always lean towards what's most effective. I would like to reference this post from Albino, initially sharing all the dribble moves that your meta point guard will normally use. The dribble style will be Garland, the size up Steve Francis, aggressive breakdown Devin Booker, the hop jumper Kyle Lowry, regular breakdown Isaiah Thomas, step back Zach LaVine or the Luka. More people are leaning towards Zach LaVine. The hezzy is Garland or Halliburton. The crossover is Fox. Behind the back is Trae Young. You may have very similar animations or some slight variations, but overall very similar to what you see on screen. He goes on to say how to play PG in NBA 2K25. Spam the Kyle Lowry hop jumper back and forth until the defender hits the screen, or spam the Steve Francis size up until the defender hits the screen. Plus, you can crab a defender with Steve Francis size up as well. You can run to the side, quick stop with Garland hezzy. If the defender is playing too high, Devin Booker aggressive combo or Fox crossover for a midi fade using the Pro 2 dribble pull-up. Or you can get a dunk. If they're sitting really low, you can shoot with Patty Mills base. You'll have no contest, or do a Zach LaVine step back. He goes on to cap off this post saying, practice multiple times a day and you are now an elite point guard. You're welcome. Now I'm gonna keep it a buck here. I've tried running point guard on NBA 2K25 multiple times over. I gotta say that I haven't given it my full effort because mainly I don't believe NBA 2K25 is a good enough game for me to give my full effort. There's too much goofy stuff taking place on that game. Now I wanna say I have a very similar animation setup to what Albino sent out there, but just equipping these animations don't just make you an elite point guard, especially against the top of the top locks. It's so easy for defenders to add defensive attributes to their builds in NBA 2K25, so most players out there have higher defensive attributes. And as a point guard, it's instantly noticeable. But I'm sure with enough practice, you guys can become elite. And I'll take this moment to reach out to you guys, the 2K community. If you are indeed sourcing up on 2K25 and you run the PG position, or you're good at any position on NBA 2K25, you feel you're a diamond in the rough, but you just lacking the players to run with, come on out and join our Discord. We're actively seeking out better players to add to our Rec Warriors exclusive chat. If you're tired of running with randoms, come on out and join a non-toxic 2K Discord. The link for Discord will be in the description below. I would also like to assure you guys that I'm continually receiving all the clips of the goofy and weird stuff that you guys experience when you load up and play NBA 2K25. I'm still editing a bunch more clips. We'll pick that segment back up in tomorrow's video, so y'all be sure to stay tuned. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts about all this stuff, so sound off, share them in the comment section below, drop a like, drop a sub. Catch y'all on the next video. Easy, y'all. If you guys are tired of running with randoms and you're looking for players to run with on NBA 2K, come on out and join the AllCity 2K Discord. The link will be in the description below. Find players and get runs now. Drop a like and drop a sub on your way out. Leave your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. I'll catch you guys on the next video. Easy, y'all.